soon.
Read him in the Daily Herald. You can hear him with Steve Cochran Friday afternoons. Watch his daily 30 and 5 video commentaries at 560WIND.com. He visits with us, and it's brought to you in part by the Village of Rosemont and Home Comfort Heating, Cooling, Plumbing, and Electric. Mike North, should I, in the words of Lou Boudreau, stick a fork in the Bears? Is it done? Over?
We're holding out, John. How you doing, Amy? We're going to hold out, but I'll tell you what, it doesn't look good right now. I can't believe Lovie Smith now, 86% in one newspaper account today, saying that people don't want him back. It's not even the end of the season. We're still in charge of the destiny, and when I say we, the city of Chicago, the Bears, all of us. But you know what? Jay Cutler's got to step up. Mike Tice has got to get a little bit more imaginative. They've lost 5 out of their last 6 games. I mean, it's not pretty. And this is a guy that about 4 weeks ago was saying they should give him an extension. Now, who knows if Lovie Smith will even be back if they don't make the playoffs, because they haven't made the playoffs in 5 of the last 6 years.
Wow. So how important is this Green Bay coming up?
Huge.
Green Bay game.
They win the Green Bay game. Now they got a couple games left. They pad their cushion for the wild card or take the lead in the division, Amy. It's a great question. They win this game. I mean, everything changes. Now you take a poll next week and maybe 86% want Lovie back. I mean, the NFL's been up and down all year long, and so have the Bears. But the Bears have this disturbing trend, guys, of just starting fading late in the season. And I hate to say this, they were the playground bully. They beat a lot of easy teams this year. The good teams, like Houston, Green Bay, San Francisco, they've lost to. So, and now Minnesota with a winning record. They haven't beaten many good teams. They got to turn that around. They got to win this game this week.
Do you think there's any regrets for not trading Devin Hester 3 years ago?
I think there's regrets that they didn't cut him 2 years ago, Amy. I think the fact once they changed the kickoff rules, he became irrelevant. Jerry Angelo made the mistake of trying to make him a stud receiver. He has been anything but. It's been a failed experiment. He's a cap casualty. He hurts the cap by being around, doesn't bring enough to the table, hasn't returned a kick in a long, long time, and they took him off the field on kickoffs for a while, which was a huge mistake, took away his mojo, and quite frankly, when he's back there now, I think he's going to get tackled more often than break one.
You know, you touched on this, but that rule change that more often than not results in the kick going out the back of the
Absolutely, John.
What good does that do for the product? I mean, to take that out of, the hands of great, run back artists. I mean, that's what I used to wait for.
Well, let me tell you something. Roger Goodell in Time Magazine on the cover this week told me, I mean, he's got issues with the bounty situation, but here's a guy that wants to take one of the most essential elements of football out of the game. He's talking about taking out the kickoff. There was a guy on New York this week, Brown, who returned kickoffs for 287 yards. They don't win it. They don't win that game without the kickoff. Devin Hester in 2006 carried the Chicago Bears to the Super Bowl. To think of taking the kick out of football is insane and really misguided. And he thought he was being clever in the magazine, and he's getting panned universally throughout the league by the fans and by anybody that can talk about it as being really, really irrational when it comes to some things that he wants to do.
Yeah, but it's not going to happen, is it?
No. It won't happen. In fact, our buddy Mike Ditka said they should move the kickoff back to the 15 and they should have returns every single time. Look, he said and I've said this, there's risks in everything you do. You're getting paid $1 million and you want to get hit with a feather. I mean, there's risk, and that's why you make the big money. If you don't want to take the risk, then don't play the game. But, I mean, to continuously try to bastardize the product is ridiculous.
Mr. North, thank you for your insight.
All right, guys.
Love you with Steve, and we'll read you in the Daily Herald.
I love being out with you guys, and today, 30 and 5 live, John and Amy. Check it out.
All right, we will do so.
All right, guys.